Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're in the kitchen again. We're going to do a recipe for some lasagna soup. Do you ever have lasagna noodle fragments that come in your lasagna noodle box? You open them and they're broken and you don't want to throw them away? Well, let's don't waste them. Do you have a pound of sausage? Do you have a can of diced tomatoes? Do you have some chicken broth? These are staples that I know I usually typically have on hand. So let's take just a couple of minutes, throw them together in a pot, and we have lasagna soup. So let's go. Okay, so in a pot on medium-ish heat, we are going to start with just, I don't know, a tablespoon or so of olive oil. And in that, you are going to saute some garlic. It says a teaspoon of garlic, the recipe does, but you know me and measuring, I don't really measure very well. Garlic, I mean, it is Italian, let's add a little more. And then a small yellow onion, diced. And 2 to 3 bay leaves. So if they're small, I would put 3. If they're just huge, like if they're little like this, I would put 3. If they're just humongous, I would only put 2. I'm gonna put 3 of those. Get that going. I'm gonna put this stuff up. All right, so this is going. So now we're gonna add to this a pound of breakfast sausage. This we get from our local meat packer. We really like it. If you have a local meat packer, I highly suggest or recommend you get meat from them. Not only is it much better quality, it is sometimes a much better price. Plus, you're helping out local farmers. But if you don't, you can just get a pound of sausage at the store. Just, you know, some Jimmy Dean, Tennessee Pride. You can either do hot or mild. Whatever you want. So you're going to break this up. And then with this, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And this is a can that I had, what was left from a can that I did not need all of it. So I stuck it in a bag and I put it in the freezer. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Goes in with the sausage. And then over here in this pot, I have some water and salt going to boil the lasagna noodles. You want to boil them first because you don't want them to absorb the liquid out of the soup and then you have no liquid. So go ahead, when you add them to the soup, they're going to be already cooked. Okay, so I think this meat is pretty well done. We're going to add to it 6 cups of chicken broth. So this is 4 cups, and then I have a half of one right here. That will put it at 6. Okay. And you're going to add in a can of diced tomatoes. Try not to splatter it on yourself. And then you're going to add in seasonings, and that is going to be oregano, and it says to taste, so do how you want. That's about how much oregano I'm doing. I will do probably the same with basil, maybe a little more because I like basil. And some garlic salt. Okay, and some pepper. Okay, and then you're going to stir all this together, reduce the heat, and simmer it for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to add in the lasagna noodles once they're done, and the heavy cream. And it will be almost done. I'm going to turn this down and let that simmer. It already smells so yummy. Okay, so the lasagna noodles are done, and I have rinsed them in cold water so that I can handle them. You're just going to drop them into the soup just a couple at a time, just so that they don't stick together. Still a little warm. Go. Stir around so they don't stick together. And the last thing you need to do is fish out the bay leaves. Where's that third one? There it is. Then you're going to add in a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Okay. And then a fourth of a cup of either heavy cream or half and half. I don't have any heavy cream right now, so we're just gonna go with the half and half. And that is it for the soup. Now it's ready to eat. All you have to do is serve it up in a bowl and top it with some shredded mozzarella, and you are ready to go. Okay, so I have just grated up some mozzarella cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on our bowl. Just put as much or as little as you like, or none at all if you don't like mozzarella. So yummy. Got the little noodles in there. You can always break them up with your spoon if some of them are too big. Yum. Lasagna in a bowl. Whole lot less stress and mess than the actual lasagna itself. So I hope you enjoy this. Make it for your family. It's still winter. You still have time. And I'm going to go put this in a big gallon bucket and put it in the freezer for later for another meal. We will see y'all in the next video. Bye.